Everybody wants to make a big announcement, but the real power is in saying nothing. You don't need a big press release. You don't need to update everyone. You don't owe anyone any type of update. And you don't need to move loud. You need to move different. Let's talk about reinventing after 40. Reinventing yourself at 40 feels different because you have less tolerance. You are way more self-aware and you don't really seek validation. At 40, clarity replaces chaos. Don't get it twisted. It's not perfect, but you are going to move a lot more intentional because you really just don't have time for a bunch of nonsense. And that's why it feels different. It feels a lot more intentional this go round because I've learned so much. In my younger days, I was a lot more free-spirited. I would take more risk. I would just say F it and just do whatever and just kind of wing it. And at times, do not get it twisted. I definitely wing it and I'm definitely taking a risk, but I'm a lot more calculated with it. I am not going to seek a lot of opinions because I know what I want. If I'm undereducated in something, of course, I'm going to educate myself in it, but I'm going to be a lot more mindful and who I'm taking advice from, because I've learned, all advice is not good advice. And reinvention at 40 feels different. I am a lot more cautious this go round because social media has become so performative. So if you're going to transform, you've got to let everybody know every single move. And listen, nothing is wrong with that. But sometimes moving in silence for you to make a big comeback is what's needed. I saw myself shifting financially. I saw myself shifting mentally with my health. I became a lot more intentional about it and not as performative with it. I became a lot more aware of it the older I've gotten, and I didn't have to really perform. I really didn't have to let everyone know what I'm going to do next. I just kind of make those moves in silence. Great example, buying a car. I normally get a new car every 3 to 5 years. I don't post that I have a new car. I just pop up with a new car. And ironically, people will be like, D, did you get a new car? Or D, did you switch cars? Or what type of car is that? Or I like those seats. Or they'll say something, but I'm not at the dealership taking a picture. And nothing is wrong with people that are doing that. We're talking about being more intentional behind closed doors so that you can come out and come out right, so that you could reinvent yourself and this be a version of yourself that you actually love. This can be a version of yourself that you care about. And it might require you to just tiptoe a little bit more. But the key is to start adjusting for one. Start readjusting and start being very calculated about what you're going to share and what you're not going to share. So this go round, you're going to pay attention to your emotions. You're going to emotionally detach from allowing people to negotiate what you like and what you don't like. You're going to pay attention to what you're giving your energy to. You're going to allow people to misinterpret you. It is okay if they don't understand you. It is not your job to make them understand you. You're going to detach from that. And you're going to only tolerate what you want to deal with. You're only going to allow what you want into your space because it is going to benefit you. Wow, it might sound a little selfish. Some people might say, you're making this all about you. Actually, it is all about me this go round. It is all about what I want this go round because I have a certain goal. I'm reinventing myself and I am going to emotionally detach from things that are not helping me grow, not helping me be a better person, not contributing to my well-being. I'm going to emotionally detach from that because I'm giving it too much. And we're going to most importantly pay attention. Pay attention, do an inventory check onto what onto what you're giving your energy to. Then we're going to reinvent without drama. So we don't have to get online and post cryptic messages and make a big announcement and turn it into this big ordeal. You're just going to make your mind up. You're going to make your mind up. You're going to shift those habits. You're going to shift those standards. You're going to shift that mindset. But the key is going to be with you making your mind up that this is what you want. This is what you deserve. This is what I want to have. Reinventing is not always going to require you to let everyone know. You're just going to start changing. They'll start to see, things will start to shift, and people will pay attention. Make your mind up. I want to shift without the drama. I'm going to reinvent without the drama. I am changing my habits without the drama. I don't owe anyone anything. I'm not going to make a big announcement. I'm not going to do the most. I'm just going to shift. This era is so sacred because I value peace. I value alignment. I value who I am. And so it's really not a glow up. It's really a return, but it is an intentional return. It's really me stepping into who I envision myself to be. Your priorities and a lot of things start to shift, but that's why this era is so important, because you've learned so much, you've seen so much, you've understood so much, you've really put the work into who you are. So this go round, we really want it to be it. We really want this to be the go round. We really want this to be the era that I could really be proud of. So reinventing after 40, it's still very much possible, but it's very, very intentional. So now that we know that we're going to reinvent ourselves, we're going to be very intentional, we're going to be very on point, I want you to work so hard at reinventing yourself that you're going to have to reintroduce yourself. You're going to put so much intention behind it. You're going to put so much work behind it. You're going to put so much love behind it that they're not even going to know who you are. And this person is who you really are. They just got to relearn you. I am Deanna Darcell. I hope you enjoyed this short talk about reinventing ourselves. Follow me on all social media platforms at Deanna Darcell, and I cannot wait to talk again. Bye.